Get updated. Yeah, the game is kind of messes your brain. Yeah, you'll see it here. Like you tap the screen to change lanes up and down. Oh, actually, you know, I think these are actually the refresh controls. Yeah. Well, you know what? We're gonna. Wow, yeah, I think these are actually the new refresh controls. So yeah, you know, we're gonna see how this does. All right, that was not a great start for me, but you know, I'm into the end. And yeah, you're going through 10 runs, and yeah, you start off with the bunny slips, and you get to harder ones down the road. And yeah, oh, I guess you can help controls, huh? And you can set your exit speed as you go out, and I kind of like to set my rotation to 750 and exit speed to that. Yeah, you can either. Oh, okay, that's what you can do. You can either look down it. But yeah, the game is actually. Wow, this game. Wow, yeah, this is the fresh update. This feels a lot. I don't know. I think this feels a lot better so far. That's good because this game was. It's pretty fun. At least it's I'd say it's fun, but it's very frustrating to play. I'm really glad. And you know, I like that you can't mess. I like that the difficulty has been toned down a bit. I'll try because before like the controls are always relative to one side, and I guess that was the problem was that you could all like you get mixed up a lot. And so far I haven't really gotten mixed up. You know, because one side's always up and one side's always down. I think I would reverse the up and down just based on personal preference. I think I'd have left be up and right. I have left be up and right be down. But you know, I can get used to this. And I think the flipping is now actually relative to which side you're on. Because before the flipping was static and the movement was relative. Which was confusing because it felt like it should be backwards. Like it should be the other way around. Movement should be static, flipping should be relative. And yeah, definitely. Yeah, the flipping is definitely relative now. Which makes it like it's static. Like tapping and holding right to flip always flips that direction and the movement. Wow. Yeah, this game already feels so much different. I mean, it's yeah. I'm actually really happy to check this out. Again, because I reviewed the iOS version over on 148 apps, and yeah, it's a mess. But I kept playing it, so I was like, I felt like I could do better at this game. Yeah, this feels a lot better. Oh, yeah. That's the big thing too, is you'll see you have to hit the icon doing the turns, but it's a lot easier now because. Yeah, everything's relative. Or like I said, it makes sense. Like I said, everything now does what you expect it to do. If you tap a button, you know that what it's going to do. You know that it's going to move you up or it's going to move you down. If you hold the flip in a certain direction, you know that's going to flip in that direction. And before, you didn't really have a good idea of what exactly it was going to do. Now you do. And it's still hard. Like, this game is meant to be hard, but it's not as hard as it was. And it feels like more, okay, the game's hard, but it's hard in a way that I can manage because I know what I'm doing now. Like I said, I would flip the left and I would make down be. You know what? This is fine. You know, I can get used to the ups and downs. But yeah, this is definitely a lot more. And you know, I think it just is a case of sometimes the developer just needs to get a game out there and see how people react to the controls, get some feedback, and implement it where possible. And yeah, I think this, like I said, this feels almost more like this game, how this game should have been. Like, yeah. yeah, just the feel is so much different. I like this so much better now. Like, seriously, like this is completely just genuine reaction, and yeah, I like these options. Oh no, I screwed up. Yeah, like I was like I had a pretty decent high score, but I mean this is just night and day. Like and see, I still have to get used to the down up, but like I said, that's something I can learn. It's a little backwards from what I would. Well, yeah, it's a little backwards from what I would do, but you know, you just have to get used to them. That's the one thing you have to get used to. Like I said, this is definitely night and day. Night and day. And I like that because before, if you moved in a direction, like if you moved to the right and that was off the course, you'd lose. Be game over. But now, it just kind of keeps you there. So that way, like I said, this game's a lot more forgiving. It feels so much more intuitive. You know, I still have to get used to the individual buttons. You know, in which direction they turn. But just based off of that, like I said, it feels so much better. It really does. Really happy for this game now because it deserved to be a lot better. It's hard, you know, and I think it's good that it's hard. But it didn't deserve to be as hard as it was. Like I said, it still takes some practice, still takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's night and day. It really is. So yeah, definitely. Like I said, with the controls, check this one out because it's a hard game and it will frustrate you, but it will frustrate you now in a good way. And it's a game that really takes practice, and it really works well as a game that you can just kind of into because it's very, you know, the runs kind of blend together. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. And that each run, you know, each course isn't very distinctive, I guess. But it makes it very easy that when you start over, it's like, oh, hey, I'll start over. You know, I might as well see this through. Oh, now I'm starting over again. Okay. I have to give this one a shot with the gamepad. That'd be interesting. Oh, I'm a jerk. Like I said, it's still not perfect, but, you know, I'll take it. You know, the left and right. And then that's just a matter of personal preference. You know, maybe you'll like having down be on the left side. Maybe you'll like having... Maybe you like me. But like I said, the flipping being left and right, too, makes a lot more sense. Like, you know, holding left to flip makes sense. And let's see, that was the case where I tapped left to try and go up. But that's the one thing that's still backwards. But, you know, hey, like I said. That one's actually my fault. Like, that's me. Like, when I do that, that's not me. Because before was like, okay, wait, which one is which? You have to constantly adjust yourself to figure out, okay, which direction is going in which way. And it was just a mess. And now it is not. So, yeah, it's still hard. Like, I gotta say, the challenge wasn't just the controls. The challenge is the game is frickin' hard. But at least now it's just a test of my skill and patience versus, okay, the game's hard and the controls are hard. You know, what are you going to do with it? Go in and update the review on 140 apps, and we'll have this reviewed at some point on Android Rundown. One of the cool things too is like if you're like spinning too fast, and I think I am. I think I'm gonna knock the rotation down a bit. You know, you can customize your exit speed, you know, and if you have a higher exit speed, that makes it easier to get air even on like smaller jumps. You know, but you know, obviously going faster is harder because you have to worry more about, you know, spin. You know, and then rotation is just, you know, how much do you rotate? Honestly, like, I'm kind of messing around with it, but it's best to find a rotation that you're comfortable with. You know, I'm going to actually duck down to 0.2 for the exit speed here because we're on the last run. Black Diamond, I believe it is, and, you know, you get bonuses for surviving, so, you know, it's worth being conservative if you can because you get more points for not dying. If that makes sense. Basically, if you succeed, it's worth more. Yeah, if like you see in this jump here, if I had a higher exit speed, I would have been able to catch some air and got more points, but I didn't. So I didn't. Points. Let's see if I can do this. Don't want to talk too much. Ah. Grinding that rail. Trying to play this one conservative. And yeah, the snowmen, you can actually hit them. And you get points. Like a solid amount of points. Don't hit the trees. Trees bad. Grind rails, hit snowmen. Avoid everything else. Oh! Nice. I don't think I've ever actually beaten this one. I think I've only... It helps sometimes to, like I said, to kind of slow things down, just so you can, take everything a little more smoothly. But yeah, if you get to be good... Oh, no! You gotta hit the... Oh, man, you're gonna see this one. This one is, ow! So this might be one of my highest scores, I think. No, I've scored over 6,000. But yeah, that's I wonder how that rates so far in the public. I'm 11th. Only 40 players, which is kind of sad. But you know, these games selling better. But you know, hey, at least I'm up there. And hey, as you will see, I've beaten the developer Jared Bailey. You know, deal with that. I played your game and I'm better at it than you. Ha 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 ha. That's your problem now. So yeah, that's Cube Snowboarding. It's available for 99 cents. The controls are a lot better. So yeah, check it out. And folks, thanks so much for watching. Of course, follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/AndroidRundown. Follow us on Twitter at AndroidRundown, AndroidRundown.com. And yeah, we'll have an archive of this show and we'll upload it to YouTube and all that fun stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Y'all have a good Thursday night or whatever day you're watching.